Hey y'all, welcome to Barbells at Bedtime. I have had several people ask me a little bit more about what I eat to give you guys some good ideas on how to eat low calorie, high protein, high fiber meals. So we are going to make a nothing bundt cake, high protein, low calorie version. And then we're going to make some shrimp orzo for dinner. So this will be our dessert. This will be what we do for dinner. And honestly, whatever I make for dinner, we typically have for lunch as leftovers the next day. I'll make dessert every few days. Sometimes we don't have it. Sometimes we do. But when we have it, we don't typically eat like all of it. I'll probably make 12. And so we'll have enough for today and tomorrow, maybe the next day if we want it. And shrimp and orzo rice. It'll be a good little idea on how I cook low cal, high protein, high fiber meals. Let's get started. I'm gonna make all of the stuff for our nothing bundt cake first. I'm going to do dessert. I am starting with 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, just the plain Greek yogurt. I do half a cup of the light sour cream. So if you just, again, pick kind of the lighter versions of stuff, it cuts the calories out a lot. You can still do stuff that makes it taste good. Sour cream is really what you're going to find in a lot of the copycat versions of the nothing bundt cakes. It just gives it that tangy feel that they have. So you still want to keep it in there. You just go with a lighter version of it. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, the light version. So that's 35 calories instead of 100 calories. I would say a teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah, I'm going to do more. I said I would start measuring my vanilla for you guys. It's always more than what I think. More than that, I'm doing half a cup of egg whites. Do half a cup of Almond Breeze original 25 calorie unsweetened almond milk. You could do, your non-fat milk if you wanted. That's like 60 calories. So just kind of small things like that add up though. It's not a lot, but if you can just slightly cut everything a little lower while keeping your protein high, all of that stuff adds up. And then we're going to do 2 eggs. And this is going to be our wet. I will mix it up and then I'll show you what we're going to do for our dry section before we combine them together. Mix that up. It's now time to do our dry ingredients. I will start with a teaspoon of espresso. I would say this is optional more than anything. You can do it, you could not, but I like it. I like the way it makes my cakes taste. I'm going to do 1 scoop of protein powder, a dash of salt. And by the way, if you're ever curious why I always go off scene to grab all my stuff, it's because I have ADHD and I don't remember where I last put half the things. So I have to go find it because ADHD me thinks, oh, this is a better spot to put it. I'll put it there. And then I forget where I put it. It's not good. Anyway, 1 box of the muffin protein packed muffin mix by Kodiak. I love Kodiak. I'm not sponsored yet, but if you want to, Kodiak, I will take all the free protein stuff. All right. 1 of those. Any of your sugar-free pudding mixes, like 1 box of it. I'm going to try something different. I typically do Jell-O, but I found this sprinkled one, and it's a red velvet cupcake, and the calories were just as good as the 0. So I'm going to give it a shot. It seems like it'd be really good. Red velvet cupcake, doesn't that seem delicious? I feel like it's going to add a little something. So we're going to use 1 of those packets. Sugar-free. We're going to do 6 spoons of the Hershey's chocolate. Sorry, I say 6 spoons. 6 teaspoons, which is 2 tablespoons. But I don't like doing more dishes than I don't need to do. So 2 tablespoons. Hold on. I'm going to count. Just like counting reps. Counting is difficult. All right. And then we're going to toss in some psyllium husk. Do 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk too. Or just sneaking some fiber in there because fiber is our friend. I'm going to mix this up. Mixy. Because I'm being a responsible person so you can know the exact macros, I'm going to measure and calculate it out. So I'm doing these La Quinto monk fruit and ethanol sweetened chocolate chips that are sugar-free. And 1 tablespoon is 60 calories. 2 tablespoons. Will go in for about 20 minutes. We'll cool them on the counter afterwards. And then I will show you the icing Yummy, yummy. Does it look pretty? No. People requested that I do this, so I'm doing it. I didn't say that I'm a pretty baker. I just said that I can cook things that taste good. So I'm going to do a pinch of salt. Gosh, I forget. I've got to like measure stuff for y'all. Salt. A pinch. That's an official measure, right? I think. Half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of, I can't believe it's not butter, the ultra light version, or whatever low-cal butter you want. I think Country Crock is 50 calories. That's a good one too. 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder. A teaspoon, a loving teaspoon of vanilla. And the 1/3 fat Nufchatel. That one, cream cheese. It's the 3rd fat less. It's basically the same thing, just slightly less calories. That's all. So instead of 90 per serving at 70, is it a ton less? No. But remember, we don't want to hate our life. I'm still making chocolate cake after all. Then you mix it. I have to do a quick lemon squeeze. So I'm using half a lemon. But Nothing Bundt Cake has like a little bit of a tang. And since we're removing some of the cream cheese to add in the non-fat Greek yogurt, you want to replace that tang that the cream cheese would have given you. So we're adding a little bit of lemon. Most important thing, we're going to do 1.5 cups of my Confectious 0-calorie sweetener. All right, for the shrimp orzo, I'm going to cook it a little bit more like arborio rice. If you haven't done that, I'm going to show you how to do it. The only reason I'm not doing brown arborio rice is I couldn't get it. So we're doing orzo because it has fiber, and fiber is my favorite thing. So I really like fiber. Cook this a little bit similar to arborizo. Oh, my pronunciation. Anyway, I'm going to do the snap thing and everything's going to be cut. You ready? 3, 2, 1. That transition's not going to be great. There, these are out. They're cooling, all of the things. And my other ones. Ooh, I should show you guys my other ones. They're so cute. They're so cute. We will frost these beauties later. Don't they look adorable? I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of olive oil. This is a teaspoon. If you know anything about me, what do I not like to do, guys? That's right, the dishes. If there's a chance I can get away with doing less dishes, I do less dishes. Now, olive oil has good fats. I'm not opposed to oil. I just, if I need more than that, then I'm going to go back to my butter. So I'm going to need more than that. So I'll do a tablespoon of my low-cal butter. And we 2 on medium high. I'm going to let that butter melt. And then I'm going to cook my onions. I'm actually going to caramelize them a little bit. So I'm going to put some salt on them, kind of brown them, and then I'm going to put some monk sugar on them to sweeten them a little bit. I'll add my shallot in a little bit later and my whites of my green onion as well as my garlic, because this is going to take a little bit of time. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to put some monk fruit sweetener on it now. Just rest. That's cooking. We're just wash your hands first, taking our cake, dipping it in, getting that nice little frosting dip. Ooh, oh, that looks good. Well, it turns out I made way too much frosting, so just take whatever the recipe was that I said and cut that like in half, and you'll be good. Or you can just have an excuse to make more another day. All right, we are nice and brown, so now it's going to be time to add. I'm going to do our green onion and our shallot. I think I'm going to have to add 1 more tablespoon of that butter. Add some of the garlic. We're going to toast this for about 2 or 3 minutes. Add 1 more tablespoon of butter at this point. The alcohol-free wine, the alcohol's removed. I got the Chardonnay. And after it's toasted for about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to pour this wine in until it absorbs. So I'm going to cook it until it's absorbed. That's it until all of that is gone. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of the chicken broth. at a time, let it absorb, and continue doing that until the whole thing's gone. My audio didn't work here, but that's what I was doing. All right. That's good to go. So now we're just going to toss it in our pan. 1.5 pounds of cooked shrimp with the tails off. Mix it on in. Now we're going to top it with some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. That sauce. Butter. We'll do 1 more tablespoon of butter. Lemon zest. Squeeze of half a lemon. All these green chives. 1/3 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm going to do the light sour cream, a dollop of that. We're going to top it with some peas. I thought I was going to have to use some cornstarch to thicken it up, but I don't think I need to. And top it with some peas and some Parmesan cheese. This is what the Nothing Bundt Cake healthy version ended up looking like after the dips. And right here is what dinner looked like. Everyone really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope this gave you some ideas of how I take recipes that I want to eat, want to make, and then just put a healthy twist on it. If this is something you guys liked, you enjoyed it, you learned something, or were able to take some lessons from this, please let me know in the comments so I know it's some content that's helpful for you guys. As always, I appreciate you. I love you. Remember to work out today, even if it's just for a little bit. Like and subscribe.